Hi, Brian.
What's up, John? What's on your mind?
Well, I'd just like to say good luck to Canada as it's election day. And I hope they elect Pierre Poilievre to make Canada great again. We need to forge strong relations with Canada. And I think it would be great if they became our 51st state.
Okay, so let's talk about that, John. Why do you think Canada should be the 51st state?
Because we're funding them.
We're funding. How are we funding Canada? John?
We're constantly receiving their goods,
John,
and we're not receiving anything in return.
John, we receive goods from countries all over the world. Can you please tell me how we're funding Canada?
Because we're giving them too much money. They need to become our state.
What money are we giving them? What money are we giving them? Please be specific. What money are we giving Canada to quote unquote fund them?
We're buying all their goods.
We buy goods. We buy goods. We buy goods from every country around the world. Does that mean we're funding the world? We're not, John. So
yes,
no, John, we're not.
President Trump
John, we're not funding the world. That's not true. You don't know what you're talking about. We're not funding Canada. John, what has Donald Trump done in the first 3 months that you really like?
Immigration.
What about immigration? Tell me. Tell me.
He's getting all the criminal aliens out of here.
He's getting all the criminal aliens out of here. Okay, John. So are you okay with going into churches and synagogues and getting deporting a bunch of nonviolent criminals? Are you okay with people getting deported to El Salvador with no due process that have never committed a crime and have no criminal records? Some of whom might not even
due process. He committed
no, not true.
Do you
understand? Do you understand what the Constitution? What did you just say? What did he do?
He committed domestic violence against his wife.
Where was he convicted on that? What was he convicted of?
There was a report.
No. I didn't ask you if there was a report that you were a child molester. Does that mean you're a child molester? I mean, you might be. I don't know.
Benny Johnson.
John, I don't care what Benny Johnson also got paid $400,000 a month paid by the Kremlin. Did you know that, John? I'm happy to educate. Yeah, no, it wasn't fake news because he admitted he got paid hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. That wasn't fake news. What's fake news is what you are saying. So I'm asking you the same question again. You see, in this country, in order to be a woman abuser, okay, you have to be convicted of something. So I'm asking you a very direct question. What was he convicted of? Can you please tell me what were the charges and what was he convicted of?
His wife directly.
No. Just John, because somebody gets accused of something, does that mean they did it? So if somebody in your family or a friend accused you of child molestation, does that mean you did it? John, I need you to pay attention to my question. I'm going to speak very slowly and distinctly. And if you don't know the answer, then you can tell me. That's okay. John, what was Mr. Garcia charged with, and what was he convicted of? Please answer the question, sir.
He had a PSA out against
No, didn't ask you about a PSA. I'm going to ask it now for a 5th time. Why is it with you MAGA deplorables I have to ask the same question 10 times? But that's okay, John. I'm going to be very patient and calm with you.
Really?
John, when I ask you the same question 5 times and you can't answer it, it makes you sound stupid. Now, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, John. Maybe you're not stupid. Maybe you're just ill-informed. But I'm going to ask it now for the 6th time, okay? This is the 6th time. You just said Mr. Garcia abused women. I'm now asking you for the 6th time. What was he charged with and what was he convicted of? Was he found guilty of any crimes, John? Please answer.
Domestic violence.
He was found guilty of domestic violence? No, John. The reason why I asked that question, John, 6 times and you never gave me the correct answer because you're ill-informed, and I'm trying to be very nice about this. So, John, Mr. Garcia was never convicted of any violent crime. What you're saying has not been proven in a court of law. So now we can move on to something else, John. Are you okay with someone being deported to one of the highest maximum security prisons in the world on a hunch with no criminal record? Are you okay with that?
They deported him to his home country of El
No.
Salvador.
That wasn't the question. Sir, that wasn't the question. I need you to pay attention. The question wasn't, are you okay with him being deported to his home country? That wasn't the question. I need you to focus. Listen to my question, John, okay? Are you okay with someone with no violent criminal record at all deported to one of the highest maximum security prisons in the world, and the Supreme Court ruling voting 9-0 that he needs to be sent back, and Donald Trump defying the Supreme Court? Are you okay with that? Yes or no?
He didn't defy the Supreme Court.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. What did the Supreme Court rule?
They said they needed to facilitate, not he must bring back.
Okay, so what does facilitate mean?
Bring about.
Bring about, right? So how is Donald Trump bring it about, for lack of a better term?
What
has he done?
He asked
No, he didn't.
Kelly.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he
And
didn't.
he said no.
No, he didn't.
And he can't really
No,
do much
he
about
didn't.
that.
First of all, he didn't ask Bukele to send him back. That is not true. Number two, he didn't even. First of all, you're wrong. Guess what? Bukele, and I talked about this on the show. Another example of you have no idea what you're talking about. Donald Trump was asked about this over the weekend. And Bukele, he was asked. And Trump said he did not ask Bukele. So what you're saying is 100% wrong. In fact, Trump said that over the weekend. So now that we've made it clear that you don't know what you're talking about, other than immigration, are you happy with the fact that Donald Trump pardoned a bunch of January 6th insurrectionists, some of whom beat police officers? Are you okay with people who beat cops getting full pardons, sir?
Not all of the J6 hostages.
Didn't say all of them.
Anything.
Didn't say that. I need you to again pay attention to my question, because once again you're not paying attention. I didn't say all of them. Some of those on January 6th beat cops. They pled guilty. Donald Trump pardoned some of those people. So it's a very direct, specific question. Are you okay with the pardons of some of those who beat police officers on January 6th and pled guilty? Are you okay with those pardons?
Are you okay with the pardons?
No. You don't answer. You don't answer a question with a question. I'll answer your question when you answer mine. Answer mine first, okay, dummy?
The gain of function.
We're not talking about Dr. Fauci. I'm going to hang up on you unless you answer my question.
You want to silence?
I don't want to silence you. I want you to answer my question, dumbass. Okay? Then I'll answer your stupid Dr. Fauci question. That is what we call a pivot, okay, MAGA deplorable? That's what we call a pivot. You answer my question, and then I will answer yours, right? Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to ask the question, you answer it, and then you ask me a question. That's how a discussion works, okay, dumbass?
Okay, ask away.
Okay, I am.
Away.
I have to repeat it 10 times because you're an idiot, but I'll repeat it again. Are you okay with Donald Trump pardoning specifically those who beat cops on January 6th, some of whom pled guilty? Are you okay with those pardons?
They've already served their time.
No, they didn't. Some of them were, no, you're wrong again. Some of them were sentenced to over 5 years and 10 years. So again, you're wrong. They did not serve their time. So I'm going to ask the same question again, Mr. Misinformation Crap for Brains, okay? Are you okay with some of those on January 6th that were pardoned, some of whom beat cops who did not serve their full sentences? If they served their full sentences, they wouldn't have been in jail, you idiot. Answer my question, and then I will answer yours. Boy, you are just really crap for brains. Get off my show. Get off my show, you dumbass. You're a waste of my time, you idiot. They already served their time. Let's talk about Dr. Fauci, you frickin' imbecile. When Hillary Clinton called people like you deplorables, she specifically was talking about you. You inbred MAGA moron. Get off my show, you crap for brains idiot. 702-221-7283 is the number to call. What a complete idiot. I gave that guy, I wasted 6 minutes of my life with that moron. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump's base.